I want to. Do you think it is possible to connect with Earth by wearing Zentai? Well, wearing Zentai will help to connect with the Earth, and I think wearing Zentai is not the most efficient way to connect with the Earth. Obviously, it's not one of the best method. By just wearing Zentai, there's not much distance that you can make it closer with the Earth. But I think it helps as a visual sense. Not sure about when I'm wearing, but as a visual sense, it seems like it is merging with the environment little more. Like a few colors like these silvers and skin colors especially, it kind of absorb the color around it. It starts to have the color of the environment, and that's really amazing to see this effect. Of course, the human skin itself doesn't really absorb the color around, but because of the fabric, I believe, it emerges, the color merges, especially inside the camera. So maybe when you look at the videos, and I may start to have a concept of merging myself with the environment. When I went to Switzerland and stayed in the Alps, it was the moment that I realized the earth is preparing a lot of things for us already, that we don't have to put too much effort. Like, earth is offering everything, and we still caught up in a concept of the societies and the money, so you keep waking up in the morning to work for 8 hours just to keep the life going. And when you want something, like you want to meet somebody special, you want to accomplish some achievements, whatever, we all try to put effort. But I guess we can trust the earth more, because it already prepared us the best thing, and that with or without trying, it will be arranged for us if it's meant to be. But trusting the earth and the nature may make the thing closer to us. And I think it works that way. When you are relaxed and not hurry to do anything, things come more easily. And when we are too tense and hardened, trying everything and every moment to make things happen, sometimes it just keeps the distance between what you want, because the attitude itself is saying that you don't trust the earth. The idea of human owning the earth is, like we think that we destroy the natures and everything. But we can also say that we are also not like an individual being that totally detached from the earth, and whatever we do has the intention of the earth, something bigger than our being. So for example, like a COVID or the war that happens, is it nothing to do with the intention of the world? Maybe earth has involvement in making things happen, like the COVID, and those people who takes those intention were involved with those elements making this COVID happen. Everything we think it is original and coming from us, but obviously I think it's a lot about what we hear in the news and what we intake from whatever the people talk about and the educations. Eh, when we agree or disagree is still inside, and then it reflects our thinking, right? And in the same way, we were influenced by the earth, and the thing we think is a lot about the influence from the environment. So the idea in our mind is not totally original coming from us, but uh, some percent from the educations, and some percent from the people around, and then some percent from the environment itself. And I guess very few left with our original. And when we think we are not the original, not so authentic, what we do and what we think, then we can just let go and be more unresponsible, I think. Uh, like when you see the trees are being cutted, making some concrete buildings, and we feel so painful and so responsible and feel like we need to do something. Is it okay to say that we can be more unresponsible to it? Because feeling those guilt and responsibilities will harden ourselves, and eventually we become more inflexible and unflexible, uh, stubborn, and going against the changes. When we are more tuned to the nature instead of society, maybe our origin of the idea of the thought is more leaning towards the earth, so that we are able to do what earth wants to do. When our ideas are mostly come from the societies and the educations and all that, maybe our ideas and the action may go against what the earth wants. And I think what earth wants us is like most easy thing. We try everything and we go everywhere. That's why we lose this idea. But I think what earth wants us to do is the simplest things, like to be and then to believe, maybe, and then to appreciate. Maybe one role the human plays on this earth is to be able to appreciate, like a beautiful sunset or the beautiful wind and beautiful lights and the color of the greens, and we're able to enjoy those beauties, no? And I think for this sense, maybe humans are best at it, to be able to appreciate those few simple things. Maybe Earth wants us to just appreciate how how this is, how this is. because art and the music, we need the audience. You can create whatever, but at the end we need the audience. We need to be appreciated. If you think the earth is the creator, the nature is the creator, the fertility of the, you know, being, then what creator want is the audience. Nowadays, like in Japan, you have to pay 2,000-3,000 yen to see exhibitions or performance because there's no fundings. So you think like performers or the creators are like higher because just to see you have to pay, but I think the audience are the like if not better than the creator, it is definitely on an equal base. The creator and the audience come together, they need each other. So in that sense, all this nature, and if we are the audience to appreciate it, then we are not like someone lower. Like you cannot cut this tree, but you can kill me. It's not like that, I guess. It's equal. You cannot cut this tree, then you cannot kill me. Yeah, before in India, I saw one beautiful moment. I was on I think kind of long distance bus to go somewhere. But then India doesn't have highway, so you get to go all this countryside. And then there was a rice field or some field, very, very big field. And then you have all the small paths. Uh, and there was road and then leading towards the path, and it was like a moment of sunset. I think the sunset was going just above the field, just above the field. Oh, then I saw two dogs sitting closely on the beginning of the path, and then they were appreciating the sunset. I saw it. I know it. I know they're sitting together just to enjoy the moment of sunset. It was like orange color, the things, the field and the ground uh, changing orange color. I think the earth also was like a dry and little dry brown color. So it really dyed the color of the ground to whole orange color. Everything became orange color, I think, at that moment, and it was like a very beautiful moment. And then two dogs were appreciating the sunset. Yeah, so I think just to appreciate the sunset, the attitude of appreciating the sunset will also touch somebody else's heart. Yeah. You're the audience and you just appreciate the beautiful thing, but when somebody look at you being appreciating, it would also touch somebody's heart, I think. Like a strong memory that you don't forget. Sometimes I see the sunset and I remember that moment. It's just, passing by. I was on a bus, so those two dogs, I just saw it for a second. But it still stayed in my mind. It stays in my heart. So going back to the question, if wearing Zentai will help to be more in tune with the nature, to have a more deeper connection with nature, deeper conversation with nature, would that help? Yeah, now I think it may help a little bit because you see where the Zentai and you don't see so clearly. The hearing may not be as clear as without it. Smells also. That will bring me back to myself. My focus is little more inside rather than outside. So it helps me to reduce this overwhelm of the reality. I become a little more calm, and then I would have more energy to give attention to myself. I think the connection between the earth comes from the attention of yourself, attention within ourselves. That energy of giving attention to ourselves and connection, developing the connection with the earth, I guess it comes together. Yeah, I think so, definitely. Of course, it's necessary when you go out and you have to, how to say, you have to fangpong, you have to debate, you have to protest for like a big company trying to knock down so many trees, for example. You may have to do that, show your opinion, but that kind of action is also there, but I don't know, just sitting here and focusing on ourselves will it give more connection to the earth. Yeah, I think. Or everyone have their own role to play. Somebody definitely have to protest for those huge company knocking down the woods. And the other type of people who won't need to just sit and focus on themselves. So wearing Zentai may give us the opportunity to connect with the nature if we intend to do so. But it's definitely not about, oh, I cannot see this tree, how is this tree, and what is the colors, and not focusing on a sense of vision. Try to merge with this tree and feel this tree inside us. So appreciation is about merging this tree and me together to feel it inside. So appreciation, I believe, it's about the merge. Me and tree, not same. It's one thing, like expanding the individuality, expanding the self. Consciousness is part of appreciation. And then what is the creation? I think it's the opposite. Creation is about separating me, create a different type of me, like this is me, this is me. I created and this is me. Now I am putting myself here. Yeah, that's so like now it's to me is the creation. I think like amoeba, like some cells, they in order to create the more children, they don't, sometimes there's no female or male, but then just themselves are separating, right? Just coming apart and apart to make more of themselves. Some cells are like that, no? Creations are like that. Okay.